Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of the United Front Show. My name is Raz. Hope everybody's doing well. So let's get right into it. So Man United obviously are in the Champions League, which is phenomenal. Really excited about that. I think we've finally reached the point now, after 4 days of celebrating, that we're starting to look at, okay, what's next, right? We know there's the Europa League. We know there's conversations about Jadon Sancho coming in. We know Jack Grealish is still on the radar. We're thinking about who's in, who's out in terms of, players and, what else, right? Lots of news out there, and I can, let me start by warning you that there's going to be a lot of news on Man United transfers. This happens all the time. It's nothing new, right? We know that during the season or after the season and, during the transfer window, everybody's being linked with Man United. And to no surprise, Jadon Sancho is still being, linked with United. Apparently he is our top priority. And a lot of people feel that he is our top priority, including Manchester United fans. Especially Manchester United fans. Is he our top priority? Is that the position that we need to fill more than any? I'm not so sure. I really am not. I mean, we definitely need a cover for Greenwood. Do we see Greenwood as being a cover for Sancho because Sancho plays on the right? Is Sancho flexible to play in other positions? I'm not really sure, because I'll tell you what, Solskjaer is a fan of players who are interchangeable in terms of the positions that they play. Sancho primarily plays on the right wing. I have not seen him play on the left. I've seen him drift in terms of maybe take on a central role, almost kind of like a number 8 type of deal. Not really sure, what he's really going to bring to the forwards. Greenwood is scoring a lot of goals from that side. Perhaps Greenwood can, provide a few more assists. Maybe that's what Sancho brings. Maybe we need a little bit of more fear factor, maturity. I mean, there's all of that, right? I think we should save that for Friday, because I'd really love to have a deeper conversation about where United need to strengthen first. So with that being said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive into what the papers are saying. Obviously, there's news right now that's out regarding Manchester United's value plummeting. Look, it's to be expected after the pandemic, and the fact that our club is structured in such a way that a good chunk of our revenue stream comes from, other companies in the form of advertising. So when the pandemic hit, there's going to be obviously a lack of spend in advertising, right? So it makes sense. So I know that Liverpool fans are really excited because, Liverpool's value just went up by 6 points. The reason why it went up by 6% is because they're winning and they're looking good on the field. I can tell you that United are definitely going to look at that and keep a very close eye on that. We continue to be the third most valuable club in the world, behind Real Madrid, who also had a dip in their value. Barcelona looks like their value went up a little bit. Man United, our value dipped about 10 points. And then you've got Liverpool, right behind us, whose value went up by 6 points. Man City, their values went down. Arsenal, whose value went down 18 points. And Bayern Munich, I think the biggest, loser so far, I think their value is down 19 points. Anyway, look, there's a lot that we can talk about, regarding, the value of the club and whatnot. That what we can say is Man United have really handled, the pandemic very well. Specific to, how the players have avoided, being infected with the virus because they were very disciplined and they worked hard, and how, the likes of Marcus Rashford and even just United as an organization, supported the NHS and all of that. I mean, there's a lot to be proud of. We will get that value back up. This is just a little blip, and it's maybe a wake-up call that we really need to focus and invest on the players on the field. Let's talk a little bit about Jack Grealish too. So Jack Grealish is apparently concerned about, a Villa basically pricing him too high. I mean, 80 million for Jack Grealish, it's not going to happen. I can tell you, Man United are not going to spend 80 million on Grealish. If it was a few years ago, I would say, yeah, I would probably panic buy if we don't get Sancho. All of a sudden, we throw money at it. It's not going to happen like that. I think we've learned from those mistakes. And Grealish is right. If he wants to move to Man United, he has to, talk to Villa and say, hey, you know what? You're pricing me out of the market. I need to be, give me the move. I kept you guys up, and you're not relegated, so, give me free. We'll see what that looks like. Anyway, Van de Beek is being linked with Man United again. This is the alternative to Grealish. The difference here is obviously Van de Beek, I believe, is maybe a couple of years younger. I think Grealish is 25, 26. Van de Beek is probably 23 or so. It sounds about right. So, and I think Van de Beek is really more of a box-to-box midfielder. Not really sure if he's as creative as Grealish. So I got to watch a few more, tape on him to see exactly how that would look. But he's either way, great player, Dutch international. So, he brings some good stuff. He was linked with Real Madrid and other clubs, so we'll see how that goes. Again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Some other things that we can look forward to. Our season is not over, right? I mean, yes, we solidified, top 3, but guess what? We're still fighting in the Europa, which starts next week Wednesday. We play our second leg against Lask. We beat them 5-0 in the first leg. Second leg, I'm sure we'll have some of the kids, show what they can do, and I think that's going to be great. Maybe Jesse Lingard will play again and, get a few more goals, and, his value will go up, and maybe, West Ham or Newcastle or whoever else is going to come in and pay for him. Look, Jesse Lingard, good player. Happy for him that he scored a goal, first goal in almost 2 years, so well done. Anyway, so Europa League, 5 days after Wednesday, we play another. I believe that's going to be the semifinals. And then after that, it's the final. And the final is going to take place on August 20th, I believe. It'll be great if Man United could win that, because that would be awesome. Apparently, dialogue between United and Inter Milan is at a standstill. Maybe United rejected an offer from them. I think they tried to lowball us. So look, what would you expect from Italian clubs? That's what they do. Glad that we're standing firm on that, but we really need to work on that wage gap and get that guy out. Start working on solidifying Paul Pogba and maybe give a little bit more money to Bruno because he's already proved it. Maybe not. Maybe he needs to. I mean, he just came in 6 months. How do you give a guy, a pay raise after 6 months? He had a big impact. That's why. But I'm not saying we should. That's up to Ed Woodward. I would have to look at the whole deal. Anyway, here's what's coming on Friday. Friday, let's look at, the state of our team. Who do you think should stay? Who should go? What should happen to the kids? Let's dive into that a little bit more and be a little bit more specific on that. I'll put some things together and see what you think. So until then, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you again on Friday. I am out.